What if I told you that aging might not be inevitable? What if wrinkles, gray hair, and even many age-related diseases are not simply a part of life, but biological processes that scientists are actively trying to slow down? And what if the first person who could live to 150 years old has already been born? Today, we're diving into one of humanity's biggest mysteries. Why do we age? And more importantly, can we stop it? Chapter 1. The Aging Paradox. Think about this. Your body is made of trillions of cells. Every day, many of these cells die and are replaced by brand new ones. Your skin renews itself roughly every month. Your blood cells are constantly being replaced. So if your body keeps rebuilding itself, why doesn't it stay young forever? The answer is simple. Your body is incredibly good at repairing itself, but it's not perfect. Tiny mistakes happen every single day, and over time, those mistakes start to add up. Aging is essentially the result of billions of small damages accumulating faster than your body can repair them. Chapter 2. Your DNA is under attack. At the center of every cell is your DNA. Think of DNA as the instruction manual that tells your body how to function. The problem? That instruction manual is constantly being damaged. Sunlight, pollution, stress, radiation. Even normal breathing creates unstable molecules called free radicals that can damage your cells. Every day, your DNA suffers thousands of tiny injuries. Fortunately, your cells have repair systems. They're like microscopic mechanics working 24 hours a day. But as the years pass, some damage slips through. Imagine photocopying the same document again and again. Eventually, tiny errors begin to appear. Your DNA experiences something similar, and these accumulated errors contribute to aging. Chapter 3. The Telomere Time Bomb. Scientists discovered something fascinating inside our chromosomes, tiny protective caps called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic tips on shoelaces. They prevent your DNA from fraying. Every time a cell divides, these telomeres get a little shorter, and a little shorter. Eventually, they become so short that the cell can no longer divide safely. When that happens, the cell enters retirement. Scientists call this cellular senescence. These old cells don't die immediately. Instead, they stick around and can release harmful chemicals that affect nearby healthy cells. As more senescent cells accumulate, aging becomes more visible. Wrinkles appear, muscles weaken, organs become less efficient. Chapter 4. Your body's power plants wear out. Inside nearly every cell are tiny structures called mitochondria. They're often called the power plants of the cell. Their job is to produce energy. Without them, you wouldn't be able to move, think, or even breathe. But mitochondria also create waste products. Over decades, this waste can damage the mitochondria themselves. It's like a car engine slowly wearing out after years of use. As mitochondria become less efficient, your cells produce less energy. This contributes to fatigue, slower healing, and reduced physical performance as we age. In other words, part of aging happens because the batteries inside your cells gradually lose their charge. Chapter 5. Why do wrinkles appear? Now let's answer one of the most visible signs of aging. Wrinkles. Your skin contains proteins called collagen and elastin. These proteins keep skin firm, smooth, and flexible. When you're young, your body produces plenty of them, but production slows down with age. At the same time, years of sunlight slowly break these proteins apart. As collagen decreases, skin becomes thinner and less elastic. That's why wrinkles begin to form. So wrinkles aren't just about getting older. They're the visible result of changes happening deep inside your cells. Chapter 6. Can scientists stop aging? Here's where things get really interesting. Scientists are no longer asking whether aging can be slowed. They're asking how much. Researchers are studying drugs that remove senescent cells. Others are exploring ways to repair damaged DNA. Some scientists are even trying to reprogram cells to make them biologically younger. In animal experiments, some treatments have extended lifespan significantly, but we're still far from a miracle anti-aging pill. The truth is that aging is incredibly complex. It's not caused by one thing, it's caused by many different biological processes happening simultaneously. Still, the progress is remarkable. What sounded like science fiction a few decades ago is now a serious area of research. Outro. So why do we age? Because our cells accumulate damage, because our DNA isn't perfect, because our telomeres shorten, because our cellular power plants wear down, and because time slowly overwhelms the body's repair systems. But for the first time in human history, scientists are beginning to understand these processes in detail, and that raises an incredible question. If aging is a biological process, could it one day be treated like one? What do you think? Would you choose to live to 150 years old if you could? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Daily Life Explained for more fascinating science hidden in everyday life. See you in the next one.